Hello everyone, welcome to our next training video. So I had a request from one of our junior black belts to do a level 2 technique review for the kids charts only. So I'm going to do that. So if you're any adults seeing this video, go ahead and work with the techniques that we're doing, because many of the techniques that are in the kids charts are also adult techniques. The only difference being the adults have much more to do. And when we have our weekly Zoom classes, that's when we will fill in those gaps for the adults. So today's chart is going to be level 2 for the youth requirements. Now, because there's 18 techniques on this chart, we're going to break it down into 3 separate videos. So they'll be coming out, I believe, on Tuesday, Thursday, and then again the following Tuesday. So it'll take a little over a week to get through all these videos. As always, when you're working with these videos, don't forget to mark down that you participated in this on your training log. If you haven't printed out your training log yet, an email went out to all of the parents, all of the emails we have on the school file. So you should have received all of the kids and adult charts as well as the training log. The training log is filled out for videos like these that are pre-recorded, as well as the virtual Zoom live classes that we're doing every Monday and Wednesday. So make sure you're completing those logs. Once you complete them and turn them in, they're good for a free one-on-one personal with the black belt. We want to make sure you get that. And they're also good to go towards your track and belt testing. So let's get started. So we're going to start with a technique called Circle of China. Now, the number 1 technique on the chart is sitting defense. Sitting defense is when you sit down in the cross-leg position, you stand up and execute a chicken kick and then cover out. I would love to demonstrate that for you today, but I'm dealing with a knee issue that I know I can't do that technique. Not today without possibly injuring myself. So that technique isn't very complicated. It just requires practice. So if you know sitting defense, make sure you add that to your list today. The first technique that we're doing is Circle of China. Circle of China is done from a kneeling position, and it's for a rising knee or a kick coming your way. Now you're going to take your right hand and execute a hammer fist, but you're going to support your right hand by placing your left hand and grabbing your forearm, stepping up with the right knee, and hammer fisting that knee off to the side, and driving a hammer fist into the groin. Put your hands on the mat, execute a rear kick, step out, and cover. So, Circle of China. Again, from the kneeling position, you're going to come up, 1, 2, down, kick, and cover. Crane leap is the third technique. Crane leap is for when someone grabs your hand and pulls it forward. In this case, your right hand, or they call it a punishing handshake, where someone's grabbing your hand and they won't let go. But as soon as the hand comes up, you're going to counter grab the forearm, step in with the left, grab, palm heel strike, and grab at the elbow, pulling them into you as you drive that real knee forward. And then cover out. So crane leap, the hands pulled forward, counter grab, grab with the left as you step in, and pull into the real knee. And cover. The next technique is called kick defense. Now the variation that we're doing today is for a front kick. We're going to bring our right hands to our right hip, right over left, count to the right, step back to the right, and execute a cross block down. The right hand is grabbing the heel, the left hand is grabbing the instep, and you're rotating the foot, turning the person so their back is for you, or towards you. Execute the front kick, double palm heel, rising knee, stomp, and cover out. So kick defense. Stepping back and block, turn, front kick, palm heel, rising knee, stomp, and cover. The next technique is called Chinese L. Now Chinese L is a 2-hand grab from behind. You're going to start off the same by counting, prepping hands. Now I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing here. The left leg is going to step behind at a 45-degree angle as you turn, outward block, and punch. The left turns like an outward extended block, counter grabs the arm, step in, and arm bar. Cover out. Hands on hips. Step to the rear 45, unwind, outward block punch, counter grab, step in, and arm bar. further out. So if I'm facing you, the next technique is snapping twig. Snapping twig is for a left punch, left leg lead. Now, as someone steps in towards you with the punch, you're going to do 2 double soft palms. We're going to trap the arm. The left hand is going to trap the arm at the forearm, right hand at the elbow. So you step back with your left, trap the arm. Crane the arm out of the way, followed by a 4-knuckle rake. Shuffle in, sandwich the head, strike to the groin, elbow to the chin, boom, and palm heel slam down back to the hips and the groin. And cover. So snapping twig. You're going to step back, trap, crane, 4-knuckle rake, sandwich the head, strike, up, down, and cover. Now, today's video was a review. Obviously, if you take the time, watch the video, rewind it if you need to catch all the moves. You're going to learn the video or the technique if you haven't learned it before. But this video today was more of a review and not so much a teaching video. But still, work it as best you can. As always, make sure that you're taking pictures of yourself training, taking video of you, post your comments, post your pictures and videos in the comments. That's how we get to work together. That's how we keep in contact with one another. Feet together, hands up, train with passion.